What's up? It's 5-star. This is my Week 5 picks. In the Sunday games, I'm going with Baltimore over Cincinnati. Now, the Bengals barely beat the Browns last week in overtime, and this Ravens team is a lot better than the Browns, so I think the Ravens defense are going to eat the Bengals alive. Dallas over Kansas City, and this is one of those weeks where the picks aren't really that tough, and this is one of those times because Dallas is looking a little shaky, but the Chiefs just can't get anything going, so this should be an easy W for the Cowboys. Pittsburgh over Detroit, and here's another one of those games. I don't even think I really need a reason for picking this one. Carolina over Washington. Now the Panthers have had their troubles in the first few weeks, but the Redskins have had bigger problems. So if the Panthers want to get any momentum going after the bye week, they're going to need this win. Buffalo over Cleveland. Now the Bills have been a tough one for me to pick. One week they're good, the next week they're god-awful. But the Browns have been god-awful consistently throughout the whole season so far. So I think this is going to be one of the weeks where the Buffalo looks good, and they get the W. New York Giants over Oakland. Now this is another one of those games that you don't have to really think too hard to pick. And the experts say that Raiders are the worst team in the NFL, and they say that the Giants are the best team. So it really isn't even a contest at all. Now it would be cool to see the Raiders pull up a huge upset, but don't hold your breath. Minnesota over St. Louis. Now if you ask me, the Rams are the worst team in the NFL. And the Vikings, they look like they can't be stopped, especially by the Rams. Philadelphia over Tampa Bay. And these poor Bucks, I think they're starting to feel the effects of letting too many big-name players go this offseason. And McNabb's going to be back for the Eagles, so that just spells trouble for the Bucks. My upset of the week is San Francisco over Atlanta. Now I know it's my team, so I'm kind of playing a favorite, but I think San Francisco has proved that they were very underrated coming into the season. And Atlanta, they look good for a little bit, but they don't really look too great. So I think the 49ers are going to open a lot of eyes this week, and they'll pull off the big upset. Arizona over Houston. Now, the Texans had a good running game last week, but they were playing the Raiders. So I think playing the Cardinals, they won't have that much luck. And Warner's been rested, and he'll be back in rhythm this week. New England over Denver. Now, the Broncos have really looked good the first couple weeks, but I think the Patriots are going to put an end to the Broncos' undefeated streak, and the Patriots defense will have a big game. Jacksonville over Seattle. And sorry, Jordan, I have to go with your team this week. And even with my hex, I don't think the Jaguars have a chance of losing, because the Seahawks really haven't shown me anything, and the Jaguars, they look like they're starting to click again, so no worries, Jacksonville all the way. Indianapolis over Tennessee. And these are the two teams I love watching every season, but this season's a little different because the Colts look unstoppable, and the Titans, they're just winless, and they don't look like they can get anything going for some reason. So I don't think this is going to be one of the classic matchups, and the Colts are going to lay a beat down. And in the Monday game, New York Jets over Miami. Now Sanchez got rocked last week by the Saints, and I think if he has a week like that, of course, the Dolphins are going to eat him alive. But I don't think the Dolphins defense is as strong as the Saints defense, so Sanchez will be back on track, and he'll get another win. Well, that's my Week 5 picks. So tell me what you thought, and send me your own picks. Time to go watch some baseball, and the Angels are going to get swept. See you next week.